Do you think sport karate is in good health at the moment?
I think it's in a position that it's in flux right now. I would say some organizations, some groups are in phenomenal health. And what do I consider as being in good health? In good health is that the participation is robust. Mm-hmm. Also, the participation is non-discriminatory, that it's open to all. This is the key. Karate should be universal. It should be available to anyone. It should be available for anyone to come in and participate. Now, when situations and organizations put up walls, that's absolutely very much working against the welfare of karate.
It holds back the growth and expansion of the sport.
Absolutely. This is really, if you're in business and you understand this and look at it, when all similar, if the similar businesses are going out of business, something's wrong. Yeah. There's something wrong, inherently wrong in it. So the idea is for karate organizations, what we need to want is that every karate organization to be fully robust, fully healthy, fully active, and fully engaged with their constituency, and very frankly, with the constituency of all karatekas in the world. Yes. We're one family. This is not like in this organization, they wear the bottom of the gi on their heads and the top on the bottom. We all wear the gi the same way. We all kick and punch. We are all involved in promoting the sport, the art of karate-do. We need to come to a position where put aside the egos, put aside the organizational differences, because it's not about the leadership of an organization. It's about the constituency. It's about the members. It's about the athletes. And not only the athletes, it's about the millions that haven't even started karate yet. Yes. This is what it's about. And if we can't come together, we're in very serious trouble.
There's a thing there about karate groups who compete against each other. Mm-hmm. And put up walls. The reality is, in an ever-changing world of sport, of expansion of other sports, karate really needs to get itself in order.
Here's the reality for karate organizations. What you need to do is not to put up walls. We don't want to put up walls to say, oh, you must stay within the confines of this group. What we want to do, and what organizations should do, is do a better job that people will come to them. Organizational growth comes through you doing a better job and having people come to your organization, not saying that you must be here. We want everyone to grow, but we want everyone to be large. We want everyone to be healthy. We want them to be healthy because they're doing a good job for the athletes. That's what we're doing. That's what we want to do. And we expect everyone else to do the same thing. Can you imagine a world where everyone is doing a great job and everyone is growing and everyone is cooperating? That's the concept behind karate. Not of brotherhood of one family. Karate in a real scheme compared to volleyball or to basketball or to football is minuscule. It is large. It is quite large. But comparatively, it is not. We need to come together. Because I've considered karate as one of the most important, one of the most valuable functions, things that a human can do. Much more than any other sport. It is much more than any other sport. One of the other problems that we face is that we sit as organizations and as karateka, we sit there and we pontificate about brotherhood, about being, have propriety, having understanding of having good character, that ultimate victory does not lie in, it's not in victory, but it's in a perfection of character. We sit and pontificate about character development. We pontificate about cooperation. We pontificate about all the values that are important to humans. But when it comes time, organizationally, do we really do it? We try. I'm trying to do it. I know our organization is trying to do it. But if we have more of this, it would open that the other people, the other vice president from another organization, or the other president is my brother, is my karate brother, is my training partner. That's what we need to do. The key thing to remember is karate is based on respect. And it's based on trust, which is more than respect. Because when we practice karate, I have to trust you because I'm putting myself in a position where you can hurt me. So the number one key in practicing karate is trust. And the important thing for organizations is to trust each other. Rather than being enemies, rather than being apart from each other, to come together and say, okay, where are our commonalities? Where's our differences? And what are we arguing about? And we'll find that it's really, when you get to the core, to the core of what organizations are doing, they're all trying to do the same thing. We just need to make sure that we all understand and we all work with each other to get to that position. That's the key. And for karate to move forward, to move into the Olympics, this should be the most joyous year for us. We had karate in the Olympics. I spent 40 plus years waiting to go to the Olympics. And sadly, because of the situation, I couldn't attend and watch it in person, but I did watch it on television. But the point of it is that we waited our whole life for karate to be there. It was in the Olympics. But for us to go back, we need to come together because separately, it's going to be a Herculean task, if it's possible at all, to go back. We need to be together. We need to be one family, karate. I've been in karate for a long time, and I've belonged to many organizations. There's a multitude of organizations, some of them in existence now still, and very, very large organizations in the world today. And one of the reasons that I've been here working with you is because of the openness and the attitude and the friendliness coming on here. Now, don't get me wrong. The competition is fierce on the floor. It's absolutely amazing. It's athletes come here not to win a silver medal. They come here to win. And the competition is fierce. The coaches are extremely talented. The level of competition is equal to anywhere I've seen. And I would say it's quite strong. But what's really interesting, and many other organizations, they have very good, strong competitors. And I'm getting a little off subject, but can you imagine if all of them got to compete together? You'd really see a great event. You'd really see who the best in the world was. Not just the best from one organization, which is quite high level, believe me. That goes without saying. But coming back to the organizational structure, what I like about the openness is that it allows everyone to participate. Yeah. It doesn't say that you must do this, that if you are, you must follow this brand of karate.
You can come here and you don't have to sacrifice your organization, your rule set, your style, your affiliation, your history. You come here and you can compete. Exactly, spot on. That is what we love. I come from a multi-sport, a multi-style organization in the United States. We have it's large. Yeah. It's quite large. We hold events. Give you an example. This last July, we held a volleyball tournament. We had 47,000 competitors. Wow. Yeah, competitors. Yeah. Organizations don't have 47,000 members. We had 47,000 competitors. We had 171,000 spectators. Incredible. So 250,000 people were at an event, a 10-day event, 11-day event. We broke the Guinness Book of World Records for a volleyball tournament. So I'm used to large organizations and I'm used to openness. Yes. That could not have happened if we said, You can only come if you belong to this organization or to that organization. That's the idea of openness, inclusiveness. And that's where we need to go with karate, is to be inclusive and open.
It's this idea that, you know, as well, no child picks up I don't know, a ball and it has the name of it, and that's the only ball game they can play. Period. No, that doesn't happen. Sports should be open for everyone.
We have to understand, you know, if karate wants to grow, wants to become mainstream, and I think it is mainstream, I think what it has to come with a first two ideas. Number one, it has to be fun. And number two, it has to be available and open.
Yes.
And it's those are the two things. We can make it fun, which it is. We can make it available, which it is. And we can make it inclusive, which it's not.
Those three things should be the bedrock of sport worldwide. And indeed, in most sports, they are.
They should be the first three concepts of karate, of organizational karate. Karate itself is you know, it's difficult to. I mean, let's teach. We go to teach karate. We don't come in the first day. A 5-year-old coming in. You must learn respect. You must learn how to, you know, to have propriety, how to be, you know, be respectful, how to refrain from violent behavior. They're not there for that. Our athletes come to our events. They don't come to understand that this organization, this is our organizational goal, and this is what you need to follow. They come here to have fun. They come here to compete.
We sit here today in suits, ties, badges. You still practice, teach, train. So do I. This is the most important thing. This is our love for the art. Karate, 54 years. What keeps you going in this art?
It enriches my life. It really does. And what I want to see from it is it basically taught me strength. It taught me the ability to persevere and the ability to be unwavering from a goal, you know, if I want to reach a goal. And these are important things that you need, whether you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, or a chef. You need all these. And I think karate is a phenomenal vehicle for teaching this. It has taught it to me, and I find it very valuable. And I find joy in it when 20, 30 years later, I get a call from someone I don't even remember. And they say, Sensei Mirza, do you remember me? And I say, yeah, yes, I do. Well, I'm so-and-so, and I am, you know, I'm a cardiothoracic surgeon now, you know, in NYU. I'm like, wow. You know, so that to me, and, you know, I really want to say that you really helped me along. So it's really a good feeling. And I think karate has that in it. That it's a very, very, it's a very rich vehicle for engendering that in our youth. And to me, it's important. It is probably, I believe, the martial arts, no matter what martial art. I think the philosophies that they bring to them are probably, if people truly lived by them, I think the world would be a much better place. And I think those philosophies, we should not only pass through our students, I think we should start practicing them ourselves more. I think that would help the world of karate a lot.
Excellent. Joe Sensei, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me. Thanks.